Welcome back. You know what I'm saying? A podcast about everything, nothing, all at the same time. If you haven't already, like, subscribe, share, comment, all that fun stuff. We've been sitting here talking for 5 minutes and just forgot to um,
The
open up
stopwatch there.
the podcast. I'm not going to go back and cut. I'm not doing that editing. I could. I'm not going to. Everything was running. Everything was done. We've just been sitting here talking.
Got distracted about my car right before we got started.
Yeah,
Mechanic hit me up.
Alex is having some mechanical issues with his vehicle.
And that's not my field.
And yeah, and for the longest time, I've been holding on to some car audio equipment for Alex. You know, specifically some subwoofers. I've been making sure
Double 12.
Right, I've been making sure that they work well in my car.
And then they weren't.
Yeah, he needed somewhere to store them. So, instead of them just sitting in the garage, I figured, they'd be best put to use in my car.
Blew my amp.
However, I did buy you another one.
Yeah.
I don't think I blew your amp. I think it just went out over time because I didn't.
It was working when I had left it.
Right. I mean, I've already replaced it.
I know.
With a better one. With a better one.
Much appreciated.
But still, I think it just went out over time. But yeah, you're saying your car might have to have the stereo removed for the process of it being fixed. And I was like, well, I mean, now that's the perfect time to install another stereo.
I don't know if I'd do another stereo though, because I kind of do like the screen, but it's definitely where I can install the initial wires into the back for the antenna.
You can get another stereo with another screen. I did that in my car, and I went the cheap version. You can, you don't necessarily have to go top of the line, but you can go and get something that is essentially like an Android tablet. So you'd be able to customize it however you customize your own phone. They sell them like that now, and relatively cheap. So, and you'd still be able to hook up your subs and everything to it at the same time. So, I mean, that might be something to look into.
I've thought about it, but I really do. That's actually the only way I can use my seat heaters.
That is not true at all.
Okay, how else do I do it?
I don't know. I'm sure there's a way.
I have to install a new button.
You might, but you might be able to wire it. You might be able to wire it into the new Android touch thingy, and it could be voice controlled.
All right, revealing point. I will do research.
That's a possibility, right?
So yeah, mechanics helped me out with he's like, since trying to help you cost on labor and whatnot. If you got this part, you can come to my house on a weekend that I'm free and be able to knock it out. I'm like, okay.
Is your mechanic a subscriber?
No, he might be though after this.
I mean,
he probably didn't know it exists.
We always need more.
You know him? Did you tell him about him?
I don't know him like that.
Oh,
I mean, I know of him.
Oh, okay.
That's a different way to put the.
Yeah.
I don't have his number. I wouldn't be able to. Not my friend on Facebook.
You don't have his number?
No.
I thought you were taking your car to him.
No.
Oh.
I've taken you to take your car to him.
Oh yeah, no, I thought you.
I've thought about taking my car to him, but
only mechanic I trust, man.
I got one that I trust. He's also not a subscriber. No, he should be. No, I know he's a subscriber. He probably doesn't watch, but I know he subscribes.
You subscribe?
Yeah. I know. I know for a fact that I made sure. But you were there. You were there when I made him subscribe.
Oh, okay. Yeah. No, I recall now.
Yeah.
Yeah. The party.
Yeah. So
Okay.
I trust that mechanic, and myself. I trust myself for the most part.
Yeah. And see, you've known that mechanic very long time.
Yeah, I've known him. Very long time.
Probably almost as long as I've known mine.
I don't know. I don't know your personal relationships like that.
I think 2001.
Whoa,
Something
whoa, that's a long time.
like that, like freshman year.
Yeah, that was probably about the same time. But yeah,
Yeah, we gambled. We gambled cards like rummy. They got dollar games.
that's
Auto shop class.
you know, I hate to give them free promotion, but they do live craps and roulette up at the Hard Rock now, right?
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. Have you thought?
I like that roulette.
I mean, if it's live now,
Mm.
like not the
That means if
it had the digital one. You
if
remember that?
spinner feels bad for you, listen to them if they tell you anything.
I don't know. I know a lot. I know a lot of the dealers up there.
I was
'Cause
in
I
New
used to work up
Orleans.
there.
I was in New Orleans, and this lady saw my friend and I, and we were just like losing it. And she's like, "I think you should put it on this." And we didn't quite understand what she was saying until it landed on what she said, and we're like, "Oh my god!" And then
In New Orleans,
we only
She might
had
have been a
one more
witch.
bet to go, right? And so we're like, okay, what is it? Oh, you got to switch out now. This other guy here, we got one round to go.
Mm.
So yeah, robbed us 0.
Yeah, which is funny. So last week we had Sarah here as a guest, and it's funny. Like we never even talked about like how we knew Sarah. We're like just Sarah. Like we never like
Friend of a friend.
Yeah, we just never. We just.
You ever introduce somebody and it's like, this is how I met them?
Well, we had Tommy. We kind of we introduced that. No, I guess not. Yeah, I guess we're bad at having guests.
Well, I mean, like, I don't think that's really a thing.
What do you mean?
You can introduce somebody, but it's not like, and this is how I know them. I don't know if that's the thing.
I don't know.
I don't think that's the thing.
I don't know. We don't do this that.
I mean, it's not.
We don't do this that often. We don't have guests often enough.
Has anybody done that? Have you watch more podcasts? So, like, has anybody been like, okay, this is.
Well, a lot of the time their guests are famous or known.
But how do they know them?
Well, yeah. A lot of times, people have like, oh, I met you here. Like we've talked about that. Like, me and you have met here.
Well, I know we have. I just didn't know other folks. Mm-hmm.
You've never had a conversation with someone on how you've met someone else.
Not after introducing them.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah, I don't know. But yeah. I mean, I guess kind of like if you like say you have a friend from work. Okay, you have a job that'll work.
Yeah,
you do.
Is he my friend from work?
Well, not me. Okay, but you have a friend. Like you have friends at work. Okay, Let's say you want to hang out with one of your friends over here. Like you bring them over, and you'd be like, "Yo, this is so and so." You introduced me.
You got some peanut butter?
Friend from work.
Oh.
Why would you ask? That is,
oh, they will know.
Are you trying to say like really stupid stuff that I would be able to clip to force me into going back into making the shorts?
I mean, you're using generic information, so I thought I'd fill some lines for you.
That's not generic.
On those blank spots.
That's not generic information. Like
here,
you asked me to.
No, we met here. Here is not a place.
Yeah. Well, no, but like you'd be like, this is my, this
yogurt shop.
Yeah, this is my friend from work. I distinctly remember you referring to someone as Busch Gardens for the longest time because they worked at Busch Gardens.
Yeah, that's a little different scenario, though.
Yeah. Oh man, making you feel uncomfortable.
That's when names.
I didn't say any names.
Well, I mean, there are no names. That are the names.
I didn't say any names. Okay. You're safe. But I saw the panic in your face. Bringing up old memories.
Well, that's just
it's fine, Alex. None of our friends actually watch this,
and that's not even discussing where I met the person at all. I was saying that's their name.
I know,
even though that's where I met them. So I mean, it was self. But yeah, I didn't introduce.
I'm using that. I'm using that to prove my point.
All
right.
Right.
It's working. I feel
like
in
the comments is working.
Again, none of our friends, nobody watches this.
They're commenting. They're going to be catching up.
No one's watching. That's why I haven't been doing the shorts. I'm like, nobody cares.
But see, the shorts. We need the shorts. See, guys, we need some comments. He's not doing any shorts. We're kind of at standstill. So like now, it's not even like, oh, I didn't even do it. I can't do it.
But also, like I don't know if we've talked about this on camera or not, but I'm pretty sure I've talked to you about it. Like I go to like make the shorts, and I'm just not that interested in watching our conversations again. Because I watch it the first time when I do the original editing. Okay,
and that puts you to sleep.
Well, it doesn't put me to sleep. Rude. It doesn't put me to sleep, but like I'm living through this conversation right now, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, now I have to watch it. I have to live through it again.
A minimum of one,
at least
2 times.
Minimum at least one time, maybe
for the editing there.
Yeah, because I try to make sure I watch it from start to finish, the whole thing, because I want to make sure there's nothing crazy happens. Audio goes out, goes up, or whatever. So I watch it from start to finish every time. So I go through it IRL, and then I go through it one more time.
It's time taking for sure, but
it's not necessarily
it's repetitive.
It's not necessarily the time, like the time taking and the repetitiveness. It's just like I had enough of that conversation.
But there's other people out there that hasn't.
Where are they? Because I'm not.
They don't know it exists because they never saw the short about it.
Well, you're also not telling people that you talk to about it at the same time. So
when did that be coming back and forth?
I'm just remembering.
Guys, we need to get some more enthusiasm here get him to get some shorts.
I'll make more shorts when Scott shows up. Yeah.
You gonna slide him up here?
I could. That's gonna take more editing time. See what I'm saying? And then I'm not gonna want to go back to it again for a third time.
And I did re-explain to one of the subscribers that he's catching up as well about that mystery gift, because they kept wanting to know, like, well, what was it? I'm like, no.
You know what I'm saying?
We haven't gotten it yet.
Yeah, nobody knows, but at the same time, nobody cares.
We're waiting. We're getting it, and it's going straight to the random person of 100.
I mean, not the 100th.
No, random person.
Yeah, we'll just
of the 100.
We'll just randomly pick a subscriber.
Which, by the way, the Netflix 100 is a pretty good show too.
The 100. I tried to get into it, never did.
It's pretty good. I liked it for a while.
It's not a new show, but like they just put it out onto Netflix. It's called Resident Alien. Have you heard of it?
Yeah.
Have you seen it?
Mm.
It's pretty funny.
Mm.
I've been watching it.
With Scott. Yeah.
I've seen it before, but like they just put it on Netflix, so I was like, let me put this on. It's pretty funny. Pretty messed up.
It was underrated for its time, I think.
So here's what I think what's going to happen. All right, I'm saying this now because if it happens in the future, I'll be able to prove that I can predict the future. This is what happens. A lot of shows that get canceled, they get onto Netflix, and then Netflix kind of sees how well they do, and then Netflix will pick them back up.
And I'm so sad. I'm so sad because there's one coming to Netflix. One coming to Netflix that they cannot pick up, and it will never be the same.
What is it?
Brooklyn Nine-Nine.
So Netflix is picking that up for new seasons?
Well, I wouldn't say it's picking up for new seasons, but it's picking it up.
It's going to be allowed. It'll be viewable. On Netflix.
Mm-hmm.
Right, but I think there's enough of Brooklyn Nine-Nine.
I would say maybe gotten a little. It's amazing. I love it.
Again, I'm not like dissing it or anything, but I'm saying how many seasons are there? I think there's enough.
Pontiac Bandit.
Yeah. Again, I'm not saying it's not.
No, I know. I know you like it,
but at the same time, that's not my dog. I don't know if we're picking it up. It ain't mine. But at the same time, like there's enough seasons. There's I think
Like
there's
8
8.
or 9?
Yeah, that's
A
enough.
lot. I don't know. I definitely could use more Sunny, and I mean, they're right
But
around
this
there
is
too.
Netflix does this with shows that have like 2, 3
Yeah.
seasons, and then they'll pick them up until about 8 or 9. If a show has about 8 or 9 seasons, like it, it's done. It's done its job. Like it's done well.
I gotta say, I love when I'm going through my shorts and I see something from Always Sunny in Philadelphia. Like never fails. Any clip you can put it in anywhere.
There's a lot of seasons of that. However, that doesn't require a story. It doesn't.
I know.
It doesn't need to like.
You eating paint again?
Yeah, the story is so crazy, and it's on the premise of that they're all crazy, that it doesn't. Nothing needs to make sense, so it doesn't.
Did you know Pennsylvania had 2 states or 2 cities?
But like when it comes to like character development, like
Mm-hmm.
they don't need that.
It's right off the bat. You can tell.
Yeah, like you don't need to know much about their background.
Mm-hmm.
How they feel, how they act, their emotions. They're just this is crazy.
It was wild.
Yeah. But again, there's a lot of seasons of that, so that's done well, and they're already supported by Hulu. So, but like Lucifer, like that happened with Lucifer. It got picked up by Netflix, and then there's a few other shows I can't think of off the top of my head.
Also, yeah, picked up.
Yeah,
I know that somebody that would be able to fill those answers.
Scott.
Yeah,
But Scott doesn't like us enough to talk to us.
Well,
on camera.
he doesn't like them. I mean, he's camera shy. He's just
them.
camera shy.
He's the only one that watches, I think.
Shy. But at the same time, there's others.
There's others
that watch it.
Well, come on.
Mhm.
Come on. Tell us how we could do better, or where we could stop doing. I don't know. Come on,
Just
tell
come
us.
on here and talk.
Yeah, come on here and
That's
tell
what
us
you're gonna
whatever.
say?
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
I don't care. It's not gonna bother me.
Well, I mean, we do have some topics we avoid, and that's why sometimes I also like have a stutter or weird because I gotta definitely think about what I'm about to say before I say it on camera. That's when we record it and display it on the internet.
Mumble.
Yeah, if I that's also sometimes why I mumble because not sure if it'd be good to say or not.
You're blaming me on your intoxication.
Did I blame you?
I feel like it.
I mean, I can't help how you feel.
Okay.
I don't know. I'm not blaming you.
I thought this was a safe space.
I mean, it's a safe place. That's why you can tell me how you feel.
You folded so quick. This is totally a safe place.
No, it is a safe place. That's why you can tell me that. But that doesn't mean I gotta oh my God, I'm so sorry. Oh my God, what did I do? What can I do? No, okay. I mean, I wasn't I didn't do anything out of line. I wasn't aggressive. I don't know why it made you feel that way. Nothing I can do with how you feel. Thank you for letting me know.
No problem, man. Glad I could be of some assistance and somehow.
I mean,
oh yeah.
Those topics we gotta avoid there.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I can see you're having an extremely.
You
hard
want
time.
some comments here?
I see you having an extremely hard time avoiding certain things. But that's okay.
That's some restraint there. Wow.
Sometimes it takes that kind of restraint to prove that you can. I don't know, something.
Not complete fool.
No. Yeah, I don't know. I was gonna try to make it like deep and theoretical, but I got nothing. However, the other day, and we've talked about this on the podcast, which is funny, but Cindy happened to mention something about Mercury being in retrograde, and she was like, "Do you know what that means?" And I was like, "As a matter of fact." I explained it to her, and I was like,
"You should have just sent her the link."
I thought about that afterwards. I was like, I should have just sent her the link. I'm like, yeah.
Well, I mean, if you made shorts,
that's too long of a short. That's not a short.
Did you know Mars is in retrograde? I'm pretty sure you said that like in a sentence.
Mars.
That
I've never talked about Mars being in retrograde. I've only talked about Mercury. I don't know if
That's
Mars.
what I mean.
I don't know
That's
if
what I
Mars
mean,
has a
Mercury.
retrograde. To be honest.
This started with an MGD.
Whoa.
No need to bleep anything. It's, cheese and rice.
Cheese and rice. I gotta finish making a cake.
ADD.
I just
reminded me there.
We talked about this earlier. I have things to do today. One of those things happens to be make a cake. Mm-hmm. Shoot a podcast. Check.
You gotta wait till it's done.
Yeah, we got like 10 more minutes.
You gotta wait till it's done.
That's part check.
Is it 10?
10's
when we did kick it, but you said you weren't gonna go back.
You didn't set your.
This is 30.
Well, no, we started after it was like 5 or 6. You don't tell me.
When you did the intro, I hit the stopwatch. Right now we're at 20 minutes, 52, 3, 4, 6, 5.
All right, welcome back to Ya-Nam-Sayin, where Alex counts seconds. We have nothing better to talk about than Alex counting the seconds on his.
Man, counting seconds of clock out of work. I know that.
But no, I was pretty spot on. I said about another 10 more minutes.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I said.
From the intro, yeah.
Yeah, but why'd you correct me?
Well, I was letting you had said at the intro that you weren't going back. You were going to kick off from the. Oh.
I said we had about another 10 more minutes. That's what I said.
I thought you were going to add the front of the conversation before the intro.
No, I said I wasn't doing that.
I mean, you got to do a little bit of weird clipping.
I said that to you on camera.
You know how to do that?
Do what?
Usually cut that out, scoot that over a little bit.
I could, yeah. But we talked about the same thing again after I did the openers.
Not all of it.
Pretty much.
Okay.
I can't hear you when you whisper and mumble like that. I can hear you now because you're specifically trying.
That was quite loud slap there.
Yeah. Did you break your computer over there?
I did. Off. Actually, it got bored of me. I fell asleep.
It fell asleep.
Wasn't quite useful today.
Didn't
need fact check.
Didn't need fact check. That's good. I wasn't going to try to drop any facts.
Now I gotta check some.
Did you know? I don't have anything other facts like that.
Kind of like that Five Nights at Freddy we were talking about.
Is that what you want to talk? Have you seen that movie?
I have not. Or played the game.
I think it's pretty good. I've never played the game, but I don't really like horror movies or
especially true story horror movies.
I don't care if it's true story.
You don't care if it's true story. Like just thinking like somebody went through something like that. Like that's.
Yeah, no, it's crazy. I understand.
Yeah,
but I don't. Whether
you were made into somebody's teddy bear.
Some people might actually dream of that.
See, is that my issue? Is that I put myself in those positions? So it's like
you're too empathetic. That's your problem. You're too empathetic. You care too much, where I care not at all.
Okay.
Yeah.
I need to work on that.
Yeah. Just do what I do. And when you think you're going to care, don't. You feel some care, don't.
That's hard.
I disagree.
That's hard.
I disagree completely. I've been making it look very easy, haven't I?
Dude, I still can't stop helping at work, even though it's not my position.
Yeah.
And people keep asking questions. I can't stop but to help because it's just I want to help you if I have the right information.
You want some advice? Don't.
Right. It's hard. It's so hard. No, especially when I'm referring you to somebody that might give you the right answer.
Just don't.
But I know it's hard though. I just can't.
It's not hard.
I can give you that answer in 15 seconds, or you can wait 3 minutes.
See my dog over there? Something's got him extremely curious about what's going on outside. I hear voices.
Mm-hmm.
I'm glad
they
you
don't
hear
tell
them.
you to do bad things.
Do you hear them too?
Yeah.
You hear them too?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, then they're real.
Mm-hmm.
I just thought
Could
they
be
were
this
their normal
building.
voices.
What happened here?
What happened? Where? In the building?
Yeah.
Nothing. Not that I'm aware of.
Mm-hmm.
So,
What's buried underneath this ground?
You think this place is haunted? You don't read what goes on in the group chat. But more
New to
recently,
them.
huh?
New to them.
A couple of them might. I don't know. Again, I don't think anyone watches this. I see the views, but every time I ask people, like, "Do you see the podcast?" They're like, "No." I don't know who's watching them. People in different countries, maybe.
And we thank you.
Yeah, I guess. Thanks. Again, I don't know how to
Let us know in
care.
the comments. Who are you?
I don't know how to care. It's
Hola, ¿cómo estás?
a personal. It's a family problem. I get it from my father. He has a hard time caring too.
Mm-hmm.
Me or my dad?
Mm.
Yeah.
What were you talking about?
Anyways,
It's a cool lava lamp.
I completely forgot what we were talking about.
The lava lamp's really cool.
It's
getting there now.
I remember telling you to not care. You called my dog over.
When?
Just now.
When?
Now.
What did I do?
I don't know. You got my dog over here.
Oh, okay, that's how it happened.
You barely see him.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh, he's getting anxious.
Oh, well, you're the one that took so long. You were here on time and you were still late.
Welcome back.
We talked about how Alex is just always late.
So this is Alex's life. He pulls up and he went to go roll up his window and his window button breaks on him.
It's not my fault.
I didn't say it was your fault. I'm saying that's just Alex. That's just. I mean,
he's always
that
late.
happens. I mean,
either way, like you were here sitting in
luckily,
place.
I fixed it within like 10, 15 minutes.
Yeah, but like you were sitting in place on set, and I pressed record and then came over here and sat down, and you said, "Hold on."
Well, yeah, we were just ready, but then mechanic.
I mean, you're what?
My mechanic. If he's got to order anything, I want him to order it now.
All right, that's fine. No, I'm just saying,
it's cold, man. I can't ride my bike. It was 43 degrees this morning. I was like, I don't want to prepare for it. I can get my backpack. And
you have a whole suit.
Yes, but then I can't eat. And then when I get there, it's gonna be cold, and I gotta eat in the cold. And then I'll wait.
I'll borrow your bike.
I need to wake up earlier, just eat at home before I leave.
Yeah, you'll never do that.
Or it'll be warm.
You will never do that. I'm just saying. Like, the words "wake up early." Like what? I'm surprised you get up.
A rough decision.
I'm surprised you get up on time. And it's. I mean, it's not. It's a lot of people. One of my own kids recently, he asked me, he was like, "Dad, wake me up early tomorrow for school." And I was like, "Yeah, sure, no problem." Totally. The next day, I woke him up. He's like, I'm like, all right, yeah, that's what I thought.
Yep. And even if you get it going one slip off the wagon, man, you're not getting up that early. You get back in that sleeping.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't sleep that well. I don't sleep much. Just in general. Sleep is.
Last night you should get that checked out.
I'm not a doctor. You're not a doctor.
You should see one. That's what I'm saying.
You remember the topics?
Sleep's important.
We talked about caring. That's another thing I don't care about. When I don't sleep, you know how much stuff I get done?
Another thing you don't care about?
Not shorts, obviously.
Obviously. How much other stuff?
Not shorts.
Yeah. Or the yard patch right in front of the guest walkway.
I don't walk out front that much.
Yeah. Well, you do. It's on the left side, not the right.
Yeah. I make sure the sidewalk is clear. Also, it's been wet.
Directionist.
It's been wet, like very rainy. Can't run my yard equipment in the rain like that. You could come over and do it though.
I know you told me that. You said you know where the equipment is.
Yeah.
Then we're about to film. I couldn't get dirty.
Oh, okay. Well, we're almost done, so you'll have time.
I don't know where it is.
Yeah, I'll show you.
I hurt my hand.
It doesn't look hurt. I mean, obviously, it's not that important to you.
I gotta go meet my mechanic.
Oh, likely story. But I mean, we're about that time. So if you haven't already, like, subscribe, share.
Where does he put the button?
up there. You got anything else?
I
Bye.
no.